Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yathal Kelkar, a coder, web developer, and tech enthusiast. Here on this channel, you'll find everything about coding, open source projects, Linux, web development, and much more. Today, I am going to teach you about how to style text in HTML. So, of course, to style text in HTML, you will have to use CSS. So, if you can remember, in the previous video, I had showed how to style your button and make it look more elegant. So, I hope you all remember the CSS properties and how to do it. So, text styling is somewhat similar, except that the properties of the text will be different, which is obvious, but they won't be extremely different. But you cannot really get the hover effect in your text yet, so you will require some additional properties for it, which I might cover in some future videos. But before we start, I would just like if we could recap what we learned in the previous video. So it'll just be a quick 2 minute recap. So we created a button, and we gave a class name to the button, and we created a style tag, and inside that we typed a CSS coding in which we targeted the two buttons. One was the subscribe button and one was the join button. So the CSS properties were of changing the background color was background dash color, colon, red, and then the semicolon, and then color. Color is again just for the text. The border, like do we want a border or not? Height, height of the button, width of the button, the border radius. So the border radius was just to give curvature to the button. The cursor, like the cursor style, when we hover over the button, which was known as pointer, which we put as pointer, and padding, which is the uh, like height away from the button's corners, or like the text height, the height of the text from the button's corners. That is known as padding. So this was it, which we this was what we learned in the previous video for the stable subscribe button, and for the subscribe hover button, we just changed the background color. And there are other CSS properties, but they are of the same type. So I really didn't go into detail because of that. And let's go back to today. So let us get started without further delays. So first we create a paragraph tag. Perfect. Now we type hello. I am a coder and have I have a YouTube uh, XYZ. Yeah, this is for your reference. YouTube profile. I also make videos on YouTube. I think this is it. We can work out with this as well. Now we'll just save this document and run it. Let's just run it using Edge or whatever you will. So this is how it looks like, and let me show you what difference does it make now. Yeah, perfect. So firstly, we just move this to the second line. Just press the enter button at the start of the uh, line. We go here, create a style tag. Inside the style tag, we type the CSS properties. But before we do that, I would like to give this paragraph a class name. Class equal to. Now for this, I will give the class as hello. Yep, perfect. I think this will work. So we again go here, use the same method we used for styling buttons. Dot hello. Perfect. Now inside this, there will be slight differences between the CSS properties, but it's going to be very simple. You don't really have to worry about memorizing them. And just in case if you don't know some CSS property or having some difficulty, you can type them in the comment box, or you can go and check it in the Google. You can go and check it in Google, or you can or yeah. So if you have any doubts, then you can type it in the comments box, or you can go and check it on Google or on Edge, or whichever search engine you prefer. Yeah, so inside this, firstly, what I'm going to type is the font family colon, and inside the font family, I'll type Arial, or maybe I can type something else, but I'm typing Arial. So I just wanted to tell that by default, in HTML format, if you type a paragraph, then the paragraph will be of Times New Roman. So if you want a change in your font family, then you have to type something else except Times New Roman. You can also keep the same. You can just avoid this step and keep the same. But yeah, I would prefer Arial. Another thing is font size. Or so font size is basically like the size. Like in Word document, if you have ever used the you have ever you so in Word document, you must have used the change of height in the sentence. I mean, in the words and all. We are doing the exact same thing. So we have to type font dash size, the same format, and now this font size can be like something 25. Over here, we will again have to type pixels. Make sure that you type it, otherwise it will show an error. So yeah, I have typed the font family and the font size. So first let's run this and check the difference. So you see this, how the text is much bigger than the original text, and how the font has also changed. So this is what these two properties do. We will learn few more in this video. So now we will learn about the font weight. So font weight is basically like giving the text a better or elegant look. So now we have to give it bold, like it bolds up the letter words. So there are one or two more of the font weights, which is light. Light is also there. You can check that out by yourself, or again you can type it in the comments box, and I will answer them. Let's run them. Now you see the difference. This was the text prior to this was not bold. It was just a normal text. Now this is bold. All right. Next CSS property which we will learn is going to be the line height. So now line height is basically currently is not like very prominent to be seen, but later on in other when you do multiple paragraphs, you'll like multiple sentences, and you understand what is the difference. So basically, line height just gives more space between each line. So, for example, if I have typed this line, "Hello, I'm a coder," and I have a YouTube profile, I also make videos on YouTube. And another part, I'm also available on GitHub. Please reach me here and there. Then generally it will keep it off 1 to 2 pixels, depending upon which coder you're using, which coding app you're using. But if you want to change it and give more space or give no space between the lines, then this property helps you. Line dash height colon, and over here I'm going to type something like 25 or maybe 30 pixels. Perfect. Now let's just quickly run this. Yeah, so like I told, there won't be a big difference. But if I write multiple lines, then the difference will be seen. I will also do that at the end of the video. I want to quickly do the lines, like the properties. I want to explain them in a neat way. That's why. Another thing is the width. So width is kind of like self-explanatory. Like you will understand it according to uh, the word itself and the previous properties. So let's just save this and run. Yep. So you can see this. This is like the width has increased between each of the words. So that is why it got kicked on to the next line. And like I was telling about the line height at the end of the video, yeah. So this is the line height. You can see, you can observe that this is the current line height. But if I put this as 300 px, save this, refresh, you can only see this much because the line height increases. So this was what I wanted to show at the end of the video, because yeah. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new. Please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And make sure you tell as many as people as possible to subscribe and watch more such videos to learn more about HTML, CSS, Python, Linux, and web development, and much more, and support me by doing that. Thank you very much for watching my video. Until next time, bye bye.